Following breaking news here at 6 a.m., Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi has been found dead after a helicopter crash in Iran. The country's foreign minister and several others were also killed.
Rescue crews found Raisi's body in the foggy mountains of northwestern Iran, right near the Azerbaijan border. The leaders had been visiting a dam project earlier in the day. No word on the cause of the crash right now. The country's vice president has just been appointed as acting president. Raisi was an extremely divisive president in Iran who oversaw a violent crackdown on dissent. The implications of his death reach far beyond Iran's borders. Just last month, under Raisi's leadership, Iran launched an unprecedented drone and missile attack on Israel. And now let's bring you news here at home, where we're following breaking news out of Choice-View. A shooting investigation underway near the 47th Street trolley station. Thank you so much for joining us here on CBS 8. I'm Neda Iranpour.
And I'm Eric Connor. Glad you're with us here on this Monday. CBS 8's Regina Yorita live at the scene. And Regina, you just got an update here from investigators out there?
Yeah, the lieutenant from the homicide unit with the sheriff's department actually just gave us an update. Let me walk out of the picture, kind of show you what the scene looks like. This is right next to the trolley station, so it's still blocked off here. And we still have patrol cars as well as investigators in this area trying to gather more evidence. Now, at this point, we can confirm that this is an officer-involved shooting, so we know at least one person has been shot. But according to the lieutenant with the homicide unit, the call came in around 10 p.m. San Diego Police Department responded to a domestic violence incident at an apartment complex next to the trolley station. The lieutenant says a woman called reporting that her ex-boyfriend was outside her apartment and was threatening to shoot her. She then let him in her apartment so he wouldn't shoot her, and at one point he pointed the gun at her. She seems to be okay, nothing happened, but police tell us he then took their baby girl and ran away. When police got to the scene, they found him on the 200 block. This is another apartment complex near here. He was hiding in the bushes with his baby girl. There was some sort of altercation with the suspect, and that's when the officer-involved shooting happened. Now, we don't know what provoked the officer to shoot this suspect, but we do know that he has been transported to the hospital. He is currently in surgery and is supposed to be okay. As far as the baby girl, she is now safe and has returned home with that woman. That woman is also safe. We're trying to gather more information as far as this officer-involved shooting and what provoked that officer-involved shooting. I'll send things back to you guys for now, but we'll try to get you guys more details.
Wow, some major updates on that story from Regina Yorita, bringing us the latest from the scene. We will stay on top of this breaking story. We'll also have the latest at CBS8.com, as well as our social media pages.
And now something that may have woken people up here not too long ago. Did you feel this? A 4.1 magnitude quake was reported near Ocotillo Wells. So the time for this, 5:17 this morning, about 45 minutes ago. So far, no reports of any damage or injuries.
This person says they felt it in East County. Becky there. Lisa also commented on my X page saying she felt it in Laguna Niguel, Orange County. And then our own Marcella Lee felt it in Torrey Highlands. She says she has felt a handful of quakes in San Diego, but this one really shook her house. So we'll update you as soon as we learn more about this, but some good news that no damage to report or any serious injuries or anything. But yeah, 4.1.
4.1, pretty big for here.
Well, this morning, the search is still on to find the person who opened fire out of a vehicle with a pellet gun in Hillcrest.
Police say several businesses were hit early Saturday morning. It's a busy night out. CBS 8's Chris Groh joining us live in Hillcrest with what some of these victims are saying. Chris?
Yeah, and again, pretty scary because when you see this happen, you don't know if that's going to be real or not. And even still, a BB gun, pellet gun can cause some serious harm. Now, thankfully, no injuries were reported, but this is what some of the patrons of some of these establishments told us just over the weekend.
This is why I couldn't get him in time.
It almost felt like embers, but
it was like a cigarette ashing on you. It was just like heat from the back, and it was like on all over. Like she gave me like this leather jacket to use, and it was like a force field against it. But like I felt like the heat on my back, and I felt it like skin my eyebrow a little bit. But yeah, we like didn't know what it was until one of the workers like picked it up, and they're like, "Oh, it's a BB." And we're kind of just like, "Whoa."
And so this happened at a number of different establishments here. throughout the community within Hillcrest and even North Park. So we saw this happen here at Reaches, the Rail, Pex. North Park and Hillcrest were primarily the ones that were hit by this suspect here in the early morning hours. So again, when a lot of people are out at these establishments, a number of them serving, a number of people. So someone, it appears in the surveillance video, a BMW shooting, again, what looks like a AK-47, but it's actually a BB or a pellet gun. You could see, especially from some of the damage that was left on some of these bars and restaurants, the size of the actual BBs or pellets that were shot out. Again, no serious injuries reported, but San Diego police investigating this and trying to see exactly who they may be able to track down. No arrests have been reported as of yet, but still a pretty scary scene there to see someone hanging out at the back of a BMW as it drives by one of these restaurants where normally you might get beyond dozens of people even hanging out, waiting to get in, or maybe even in some of the outdoor areas and part of this. So a pretty scary incident that occurred here this weekend. Eric and Netta.
Yeah, certainly a lot of people on edge because of that. Thank you, Chris. Well, the TikTok influencer accused of killing his wife and another man expected to take the stand this week. Ali Abulaban is accused of killing his wife, Anna, and Ray Barron in 2021. The defense does not deny he committed the killings, but argues Anna drove him to do it through years of mental abuse. We talked with a local attorney not associated with the case who believes Abulaban's testimony will be crucial.
You have to explain why you did what you did. When the issue in the case is not who did it, the issue is why you did it.
Abulaban's mother is set to take the stand today, and then he could follow tomorrow.
This morning, a county supervisor is saying State Farm is not your friend as she speaks out against the home insurance company. Supervisor Tara Lawson-Remer is bringing a resolution to tomorrow's board meeting opposing the insurance company pulling out of San Diego County policies. State Farm announced they're dropping policies for people in 50 zip codes in our area alone. Supervisor Lawson-Remer will share more details during a news conference this morning. Meantime, a class action lawsuit is in the works against State Farm for denying water damage claims. State Farm's updated homeowners policy language says, quote, losses not insured include, quote, leakage of water that occurs or develops over a period of time and is continuous.
Most other insurance policies actually specifically state a leak ongoing for 14 days or more is excluded, but State Farm's policy has now just become any ongoing leak, whatever that is.
The lawsuit may hinge on the phrase over a period of time. The attorney behind the suit says that's very vague. We asked State Farm about recent changes to its homeowners insurance policies. The company responded in part, quote, it's important to note that every claim is unique and not all losses are covered by insurance. Our commitment to paying what we owe has not changed. Well, no permit, no yoga at Sunset Cliffs. That's the new rule the city of San Diego is enforcing when it comes to outdoor yoga. Right now, beachside yoga instructors are preparing to sue the city over the updates to the municipal code, which prohibits hosting outdoor classes without a permit. Yesterday, one instructor who was ticketed found a workaround by live streaming his instructions to the class.
It's crazy how ridiculous this is, especially right now with all this stuff going on within the city that they are focused on this. Priorities are just out the window. Crazy.
An attorney helping other yoga instructors has sent a cease and desist letter to city officials. In a statement, the city says, in part, quote, the city of San Diego's municipal code prohibits groups consisting of 4 or more people engaged in commercial recreational activities like yoga, fitness classes, and dog training from gathering in parks without a permit. Lots of yoga to be had this weekend and other activities outside. It was a nice, comfortable spring weekend, wasn't it?
Yes, and the parks were packed, the beaches, I'm sure people enjoyed seeing the sun finally.
Yeah.
We've had, multiple days of the clouds. Saturday morning was sunny, so that was super rare to finally get early sunshine. It heated us up, helped thaw us out, I guess, after a week of more of that intense marine layer. Looking right now, we have it again. Yes, the marine layer is here. Our sunrise was at 5:46 this this morning, sunset 7:45. And then, as you'll notice, our imagery showing we're all covered in the clouds unless you're on the mountains or on the eastern slope right there. I'm watching for this area of rain that's coming in, a lot of this moisture in the clouds, but it looks like it's actually making its way to the ground, kind of getting a little bit darker green as you see, which indicates more raindrops. So that's further to the south of the border, south of Ensenada at that, but it could work its way up. So that's something we'll be watching. If that happens, we'll get more clouds, and yes, raindrops possible. For now, it looks like things are fairly dry other than the mist that we get from the marine layer. 61 degrees. That's your weather station right at downtown. And then over the next 12 hours at that downtown weather station, it looks like we'll get the sun. So by noontime, you could maybe sit outside under sunny skies, enjoy your lunch. And then by the afternoon, we will not warm up too much. Mid to upper 60s possible for most of San Diego. It does not look like it's going to be a warm one today compared to what the weekend was. So you might notice a chill in the air. Mid 60s at the coast. That's where it'll be coolest. Inland 70. We could get to 70 degrees, which is pretty nice. Upper 60s in the mountains, 87 in the deserts. We were up to the triple digits in the deserts. That all is changing. Also, speaking of the deserts, wind speeds over 40 miles per hour for this afternoon. That's when it's expected to really pick up. Let's show you what's going on those roads right now with traffic. We do have a live cam and wanted to show it to you right at the 8:05:15 split, but I apologize, it's not coming through. Let's get to the drive times. It does look like we're fine right now. This is a pretty calm time to get out there. 52 westbound between the 125 and the 15 will only take you 7 minutes to get through. It does not look like there are major crashes slowing you down, at least not on the freeways right now, but I'll look into a couple that I'm noticing right there and let you know if that might slow the commute. Here's a look at our border wait times from the Customs Border Protection website. 110 minutes for that general line at the San Ysidro Port of Entry, and it'll take 85 minutes to get through the general line at the Otay Mesa Port of Entry.